Hey everyone, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a Colourpop collection review, and the collection that I have today is the Wild Child collection. I am so excited to review this with you guys, so if you want to go ahead and see what this collection looks like, what's involved in it, and the look that I create, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, diving into this collection, just to kind of run through what is involved with this, we get 2 blushes in here. We get the 9-pan eyeshadow palette. We have 3 Super Shock shadows. And we also have 3 lippy sticks. I am so excited to try this collection out. It is so beautiful and I love the packaging and the theme of it. Absolutely gorgeous. This collection does retail in total for $59. I was just going to pick up a couple things individually originally, but then when I saw that normally when they do their bundles, they always do it cheaper than if you were to buy everything individually. And I was thinking it was going to be, you know, $75 is typically what their range is for their full collection. And I wasn't sure if I wanted the Super Shocks, but when I saw it for $59, I was like, okay, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and get the full thing. So I just went ahead and put on my base. So I've got my foundation, concealer, I did my brows, and I put on my eye primer as well, so we could go ahead and dive on in. The first thing that we are going to dive into are the blushes, and the reason why I didn't put any bronzer on is because these are pretty dark, so I wanted to look and swatch them first and see if one could potentially play as a bronzer. So this is what the packaging looks like. So cute. They say pressed powder blush. There is 6 grams in here, and we have these 2 shades. So this first one that I'm gonna pop open is called Trippin', and this is the outside packaging. Super cute. I love that it's like giraffe pattern. Very pretty. And when you pull it open, this is the first shade here. Very pretty. So this is what the shade looks like. And see, that looks like a bronzer to me. Like, I would use this as a bronzer, not a blush. This next one up here is called Jet Set. And I think this one is lighter. That one's a little lighter, but I also feel like this might end up being like a bronzy shade too. See, these are bronze shades to me. I don't get blushes from these. Maybe because of my lighter skin tone, these are definitely more bronzer shades. Maybe for deeper skin tones, these would work perfectly for blushes. But for me, I think these are gonna be for bronzers. So the shade that I'm gonna use is gonna be Jet Set. I just feel like it's a little bit lighter, so it's something that's gonna match me the best. And again, this is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush here, tap on in, and we are gonna put this where I would normally put my bronzer. See, that definitely looks like a bronze shade. Very pretty though. It looks like there might be like a slight shimmer, but it's not transferring a shimmer on the face from what I can see, which is really nice because I am not a shimmer, blush, or bronzer type of girl. I like to let my highlighter do the shimmer and the sparkle for me. That is really pretty. And it's going on so nicely. It's blending out very well. And it's such a good shade. And I've never really had a Colourpop bronzer before. So even though this is a blush, if it works out as a bronzer, that is just perfect. And it's building up pretty well too. All right, so this is what my skin is looking like with the shade on as a bronzer. It looks very beautiful. I even did my nose too. There is a slight reddish tone in there, obviously, because this is supposed to be a blush. So I'm not mad at the fact that it has a reddish tone in it because this is not meant to be a bronzer. But for my skin tone, it definitely works out really nice as that bronzer shade. And I think my skin looks really nice. So since I don't have a blush or a highlight, I'm gonna go ahead and pop those on off camera and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so now that I have the blush and the highlighter added on and my face is done, we are diving into the 9pan eyeshadow palette. I am so excited because I love these like plastic, I guess would be the material, cartons of these palettes because I kind of collect them. I have not all of them, but most of them. So I am so excited to add this one to my collection, and that packaging is so adorable. I really do love it. And when we open it up, we get these beautiful 9 brown tone shades. These definitely remind me of the Chocolate Factory chocolate donut palette from Glamlight. So maybe I'll do like a test between the two because they look very similar, but very, very pretty. So let's go ahead and swatch these. Let's take a moment and just look how beautiful these shades are. They are so buttery and metallic and beautiful. These swatches went on amazing. I must say, like, I love Colourpop's formula. I think they do such an amazing job with it at such an affordable cost. If you have not tried Colourpop, try them because this just beautiful. But just walking through these shade names, starting from the top, we have Spotted, Fierce, Ground Crew, Close Up, Lashes, Grasslands, Hard to Get, Icon, and Feisty. All right, so before we get into creating a beautiful eyeshadow look, I do want to go over some other products that are part of the collection, which are these 3 Super Shock shadows. They are so gorgeous. So we're going to go ahead and swatch these now as well. All right, so these are the 3 Super Shock shadows, and these are the most butteriest formula I have ever felt. These are butterier than their actual eyeshadows. They are just so rich in formula and absolutely stunning. These you must try out if you are going to try out Colourpop if you haven't already. If you do, you should know what I'm talking about. But just kind of going through the shade names, this top one is called Run Wild. Then we have Basic Instinct, and then this one is Free Reign. All right, so diving into this eyeshadow look, normally I would go in with a transition shade, but I want to go in a little deeper. So I think I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Hard to Get. This pretty color here. I'm taking a fluffy brush and we're putting this all in the crease. All right, so now I'm going to take an even smaller fluffy brush and we're going to go into the shade Feisty, which is this darker color here. And this is going to go mainly on the outer corner and into the crease. This look is turning out really beautiful. Those colors blended out really nicely together and built up pretty well. I do want to go into the shade Icon, which is this metallic shade here. I'm just going to take my finger and we're going to put this all over the lid. And now I'm going to go back in with my finger and we're going to take Lashes, which is this beautiful middle like glittery shade, and just pop this on the lid as well. All right, so now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go back into Feisty and we're gonna line with that shade. And then I'm just gonna buff out with this lighter shade here called Ground Crew. All right, and now for my inner corner, I do want to incorporate a Super Shock shadow. So we're gonna go in with Run Wild, which is this beautiful shade here. That's what it looks like. So I am just gonna pop this on a small brush and we're gonna apply that right in there. All right, so now that my eyeshadow is done, I'm gonna go ahead and pop on lashes, mascara, liner, and we're gonna get back into dive into those lippy sticks. All right, guys, so I got a little dramatic with the lashes, but I love my eyes right now. I think this looks gorgeous. I cannot wait to see what it looks like with the lips all together. So let's go ahead and dive into the lippy sticks. So in this collection, we get 3 lippy sticks, and we're gonna go ahead and swatch these, starting with Brat Pack. And this is what the packaging looks like. It's in light brown containers, very, very beautiful. And this is what the lippy stick looks like. I think this is the lighter shade of the 3. So just swatching that on there, that is what that one looks like. There's like a light, like vanilla scent to it, which is really nice. This next one is Sassy. I think Sassy is the next darkest, which is this one here. These are so creamy, so beautiful. And lastly, we have this one, and this is in the shade Oh Behave, and this is the darkest shade. Oh, so, so pretty. And that is what the 3 look like. I think the shade I want to play around with is this darker shade, Oh Behave. So let me find a liner to go with this and we'll get started. All right, so we're going to take this liner in the shade CTRL to go ahead and line our lips. All right, guys, so this is the finished look, and this lip is amazing. It feels so buttery and soft on my lips and comfortable and beautiful. Oh my gosh, this tone is incredible, and all together with the rest of the makeup, I love this look so much, and I hope that you guys feel the same way. I think it looks so stunning. Let's go ahead and walk through the products. So first up, we have the blushes. These blushes are beautiful. For me personally, I will use them as bronzers, and I think they do amazing as bronzers. So if you have lighter skin like me and you are looking to try a Colourpop bronzer, you can purchase the Colourpop bronzers, or you can try out these and use them as bronzers as well. They were very smooth and easy blending out, so I will definitely be using these more often as my bronzers. Then for the eyeshadow palette, this is such a beautiful palette, absolutely gorgeous. The shades blended out amazing, and that glitter shade is so beautiful. I love the look that I created with this, and I think these tones are absolutely stunning. Now, of course, the Super Shock shadows, their formula is fantastic, super buttery, super rich in formula, and the inner corner is really stunning. I enjoy using their Super Shock shadows. I should use them more often than I do, but I do have quite a few of them, and they are gorgeous. And then lastly, of course, we have the lippy sticks, and this is the darkest shade in the collection, and it is absolutely stunning. This total look together is just beautiful. I love everything about this, and I hope that you guys do too. If you guys were able to pick up this collection, let me know down below what your thoughts were on it and how this worked for you. And if you haven't picked up this collection, I highly suggest checking it out if it's still available. You won't regret it. It's amazing. But anyway, if you guys like this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. I'd love to have you guys a part of the fam. I am trying to reach that 500 subscriber goal, so that way we can have another giveaway. So definitely help me reach that. But I hope that you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.